back again with another video, and as yet I've still not moved in. My buyers have had an issue where their financial advisor messed up their mortgage application, and as a result they've had to reapply for more money, and we've been waiting to find out if they can actually borrow the extra. So I've heard today that it is still going ahead. It's just the solicitors need to do their thing before it can get pushed over the line. But to say I'm frustrated is an understatement. So I'm still trying to carry on and doing little bits of maintenance on the house where I can. So I'm just trying to clean some of the moss and clean all the gutters out, because they've been packed full of like fallen leaves and everything, and don't really want to have any water dripping down the side of the house. So I can only do what I can do. As you can see, I can only reach so far with my, a grass rake, which is fairly effective at getting the moss off, but I can't reach any higher, so I will need to borrow a tower scaffold to be able to get up the top. And ideally, I'd like to get up there with my jet wash to give it a proper clean, and then, seeing as I'm not going to be replacing the roof anytime soon, or at least in the next 6 to 9 months, I'm thinking about buying some kind of roof tile paint to make it black, so I can get an idea as to what it would look like with the black tile before I actually change it, or whether I actually go for a standing seam roof. I'm still undecided at this point, but yeah, this is a job that needs doing. This is Reginald. Say hello. Oh dear. Hello from Reggie. He heard some birds outside and he's a little bit hyper aware, shall we say. It's been quite an adjustment for all of us moving in finally. More so for Monty, my cat, I would say. But for Reggie, it's all new sounds. There's birds singing all the time. There's the occasional person walking past, which, he is quite boundary sensitive, so he has a little bit of a grumble about that. But on the whole, we've settled in. It's quite cosy now. I'm still a bit of a mess. I'm still trying to find places to put all my stuff. But moving from a 2-story terraced house into a small, 1.5 bedroomed bungalow has been quite an adjustment, trying to find somewhere for everything. But it's just made me realise how much crap I've accumulated over the years, and I've brought it all here with me. So I think when we have some dry weather, I'm going to work through that and take a load of it to charity shops, because I really don't need 7 boxes of books, and I've got absolutely nowhere to put them. So I will sort through that. Over the past week, I've been able to get a fair bit done whilst dodging the showers. I've managed to jet wash all around the house, all the outside. I've started to clean some of the gutters, but I could do with getting a towel because I really need to clean all of the moss off the roof. What are you doing? Oh. Do we now hold hands? No. I have also had 3 ton of stone brought in so I can even out the driveway, because it's quite steep in areas. It kind of dips down quite sharply. So where the dip is, I've got the stone in there, which I've spread out and compacted, and that looks a lot better. And what else have I done, Reg? Some painting. I'm not the greatest painter, but this house needs tarting up, because I think what my plan is going to be to actually stay in here during the winter. I'm going to send off for planning permission for the extension, which will be going out there, and that will take a few months to go through, provided it does get accepted. And then I'm aiming to hopefully start on the extension in about the springtime. And I'm going to live in here whilst that's going on, and then the plan is that once the extension is up and watertight and tidy, I'll move in there, and then I can reconfigure the layout in here to add an extra bedroom. Kitchen and diner will be in there, and what is the kitchen now will become a larger bathroom. So that's my plans, but we've just got to get through winter first, haven't we, Reg? 'Cause it's not very nice weather, and it's dark at 4 o'clock, and we can't get much work done, can we? No, we can't. Do you want to give me a card? Oh, you're beautiful. You are so beautiful. Thank you. So yeah, that's us for now. When I first found this property back in about May or June this year, when I saw the place, it just felt really enclosed because you had the trees, you had the hedge, you had all the greenery, and you couldn't really see inside the garden from the outside. But now it's gone through autumn and winter, a lot of the greenery has died back and all the leaves have come off the trees and the hedges, so it feels quite exposed. So on 2 sides of the garden there's a footpath, and anybody walking past can just look straight into the garden. And with Reggie having his issue where if he can see anybody going past he'll just want to bark and go mental, I've been thinking of ways I can create a screen of some sort to block his view. So I've ordered in these hedging plants. I think I've got about 30 prunus I want to say they are, but I don't think they are prunus. I can't remember. If I remember I'll put a little note into the video, but they're evergreen hedging plants, and my idea is to just plant these in the hedgerow, and then hopefully in the next year or two they'll mature a little bit and fill the gap so that people can't look in and Reggie can't look out. So that's my plan here. If you have any other ideas as to what I can do in the short term to stop people looking in and to stop Reggie being able to look out, then please put a comment below and give me some ideas. I have thought about putting up some scaffolding screening, some that's only about 1 metre high, but then that's not going to look great, but it would be effective. So I'll see how it looks once I've finished planting all of these hedging whips and decide what to do from there. Now on to the driveway. I have some idea in my head of having some Cotswold buff stone on the driveway. I really think it would look really nice, and that's something that I've had in the garden in my old house. But with this drive it's quite steep in some areas and there's quite a lot of weeds. All the kind of grass is overgrown, so what I've been trying to do is dig up as much of the weeds as I can, try and loosen up some of the stone because it's quite muddy there, and to sweep up all the leaves just to get it as clear as I can before I have some stone delivered. I ordered my stone from a local supplier called EB Aggregates, and they are definitely the cheapest that I've found within the South Wales area. So on the project here I've ordered in 3 tons of stone and it was £45 a bag, and they delivered it free, and they even cut the bags and kind of dangled it over just basically for all the stone to come out, so I wouldn't have to wheelbarrow it myself, and that saved a lot of time. So I highly recommend them if you're within the South Wales, Swansea, Carmarthenshire area. Check out EB Aggregates on Facebook. They are definitely the best and the cheapest out there.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart starts beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes, and I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit
after working all morning out in the cold and rain, there was nothing better than a bacon and egg roll to set me up for the rest of the day. So you can see in this kitchen, I don't know if you've noticed that I'm actually using a hot plate on my electric hob. I did find that when I moved in, the actual cooker is either not plugged in or connected, or it just doesn't work. So I've had to use a hot plate to be able to cook anything or fry anything. But considering it's only going to be for a relatively short time until I can get planning permission on the extension, I'm happy enough just to make do for now. But yeah, the kitchen isn't fancy. You can tell by the lovely black tiles that haven't been installed very well that this room needs a lot of work. But as I said before, this room will become part of a larger bathroom where I plan to have a nice freestanding bath and nice fitted units. And I'm not sure about the final design I'm going to go for, but I really like contemporary organic style. So if you think about kind of natural stones, I quite like the idea of having timber, like natural timber windowsills and shelving and that kind of thing. So if you've got any ideas how I can transform this space into an organic luxury bathroom, then let me know. But yeah, I'm going to eat this now before I crack on with some painting.